Here we are going to discuss about the structure of human eye. We all know that the eye is an important organ of the animal body, and this is the rough structure of human eye through longitudinal section. The human eye is somewhat spherical in structure or ball shaped, and is composed of three layers. From the exterior to inside, sclera, which is the outermost layer and it is whitish in color, choroid, which is intermediate layer and blackish in color, and the retina, which is the innermost layer. Now, the sclera, which is the outermost layer, is actually composed of collagen fiber, a tough fiber. That's why it provides the protection, a tenuity of the whole eye structure. Now, the choroid, it is blackish in color due to presence of black pigments, and the retina, it's not the complete circle, it present at the 1/3 part posterior part of the eye, and it composed of two cells called rod cell and cone cell. This is the composition of retina. Now, starting from the retina, in retina there is a concave portion just opposite to the lens is called fovea centralis. This part is actually devoid of rod cell and only cone cell present, and it has been experimentally observed that this part produces sharpest vision or the sharpest image if the light falls in this position. Now, the sclera at the anterior portion of the eye, it becomes transparent. This portion, this concave portion of the sclera is actually transparent, and this part of the sclera is formed cornea, which is considered as a window of our eyes. Because light which is coming from the outside goes through the cornea, actually cornea helps in passing of light from the exterior towards the lens. At the outer part of the cornea, in front of the eye, there is a very thin layer which is known as conjunctiva. This is actually a protective layer of our eyes, and this prevents our eye from various kind of injuries or infections. The choroid in front of the eye, it becomes somewhat discontinuous and it becomes hollow to form ciliary muscle. This is the structure of ciliary muscle, and it forms numerous fine string-like structures of the ciliary body. The ciliary body actually holds up the lens, which is actually composed of epithelial cell and biconvex in nature. The light which is coming to the lens through cornea, and lens helps in convergence of the light. At the anterior part of the choroid, the structure becomes somewhat discontinuous and hollow, and the hollow portion is known as ciliary muscle. The ciliary muscle forms a numerous body called ciliary body. At the anterior part, another notch-like structure or the villi-like structure is formed, which is called iris, which somewhat extend at the anterior part of the lens. The structure is actually lens, which is actually formed by epithelial cell, and it is transparent. The light which is coming from the outside first passes through the cornea and then enter into the lens. And lens is biconvex in nature and helps in convergence of the light and make a converged light to fall on the retinal layer. At the bottom part of the eye, from here, a nerve is originated which is known as optic nerve, and it actually sends the nerve impulse from the retina to the brain, and it helps in formation of image in the brain. And this is the complete structure of eye and the function of the respective parts. Thank you for listening. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelations.net.